What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. This is the second episode of the Pocket Cast, and we have our two usual people, Sek and Jimbo.
What's up?
How you doing?
And we have a special guest. His name is Tilly. What's going on?
Hey man, happy to be here.
Good to have you here. But let's just actually start off your introduction. So, first of all, I'm pretty sure everybody knows you in the community, but let's just see how was your, transition from Pokemon TCG to Pokemon Pocket? How do you feel the game's going for you right now?
Yeah, so I've played the TCG for a really long time, at least 10 years at this point. Been to some IRL tournaments when I could, and when Pokemon Pocket came out, obviously I started playing it because it just seemed like a new fun way to play the TCG, and I've always wanted to make content, so I decided to just jump right into it. Made some videos. Channel got off to a fairly good start in the early days, and I've just kept with it. I'm still enjoying the game. Like, every time we get new cards, I'm excited to play. I play for like nonstop for the first couple weeks. Would be more if there was ranked out, but yeah, and I'm really enjoying where the game's at right now for the most part.
Yeah, 10 years, you're pretty much a veteran out here. I just remember the good old GX days,
Oh, yeah.
What do you call it? XY Evolution. When we actually had the Greninja ping in the TCG, I thought it was actually super broken back then. And the simple fact that now we have it in this little bench format type game where we only have 3 points is kind of crazy. And it is dominating, as you guys know. But that being said, it wouldn't be, the Pocket Cast without having the traditional Geoguessr. So, you know how this works, Tilly. You saw the first one, right?
Absolutely, I watched the whole thing.
We're going to drop pictures, and we're going to get started. Is everybody good to go? Any final words? We got 5, the best out of 5.
Yeah, let me pull Sekiru's router out of the wall real quick.
Oh no, yo, chill on. I was supposed to study for this, and I forgot to, low-key.
Yo, me
I
too.
was supposed to study. You got the best ping, bro. You're good.
Yo. Actually, I got 3 bars right on Wi-Fi, so that might be over.
You know what? I'm going to give you guys low-hanging fruit for the first one, so maybe should give you guys some hope. All right.
Who's that Pokemon?
Mega
Blaziken.
Blaziken. EX.
Blaziken.
I heard Tilly first. I'm not going to lie.
Did.
Yo, you guys were quick with that. I'm not going to lie. That actually caught me off guard. All right. On to round number 2.
Who's that Pokemon?
Sek, if you fail this one, I'm going to be super disappointed. Just saying.
Espeon EX.
Greninja.
Yo, Tilly's on it. No, I'm not going to lie. Yo, what's going on?
To be honest, bro, I've never used the... Actually, no, I do use the regular word.
That's how we play.
Man, you gotta play like us poor people, man.
I've never actually
like, I was
played
thinking about
Espeon.
Venusaur, not gonna Cabra. Like,
I was assuming it was gonna
I
be
was gonna
Venusaur
log
too,
in
actually.
Venusaur early.
Yeah.
Before I even saw it.
I saw the ping and I'm like, is it?
I saw the pink and I was like, what? Wait, it's not Venusaur. What other card? What other card does Sekiru keep talking about? Greninja.
Bro, take me back,
Yeah.
Espeon days, bro, please. Get me out of this meta.
Damn, this is crazy. Alright, let me see if I can stump you guys with this one.
Who's that Pokemon?
Cyndaquil. Oh, no, Quilladin.
That's
There you go. he's like going through the whole evolutionary line.
I felt like I had to just let him get through it.
Little freebies here and there,
Alright.
Alright. We're gonna go into the next round with this one right here.
Who's that Pokemon?
It could be anything.
Okay, what the fuck is that?
One
Come on,
trio?
Erica.
Blastoise?
Nope.
Is this...
You guys don't see
Oh,
it.
this is Greninja EX. This is Greninja EX.
How? No.
Is it not?
I'm thinking of one Pokemon it could be, but it doesn't exist in this game.
If you guys need a zoom out, I could do a little zoom
No.
out.
Let's do a zoom out. What the fuck? Like,
Is it Starmie EX?
It's brown.
Yeah, Star. Oh,
I thought that was like
Starmie's
muddy
not brown.
water, bro.
I told you guys wanted hard, right?
Yeah, no,
After
I'm for
the
it.
first
man.
episode.
I'm down. I just don't know what the hell this is.
I'm okay.
All right.
Hold on, let me rack
coming.
I'm
my
trying to think of
coming.
EX. It has to be an EX water Pokemon. I just,
Yeah,
I'm trying to like think of them.
It's
and just,
definitely
like,
EX, and it's brown, and I don't want to just like keep going through all of them. I want to like know what I'm saying is it.
Let me know when you guys want to tap because I got.
is
the
it
zoom out
Poliwhirl? I don't
picture.
think it is, but I was just gonna say Poliwhirl to say it.
Nah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just
Nah, fun.
I just had to say it.
Unanimous zoom out picture.
please zoom out.
I guess so. Yeah.
I guess I can't think of it.
Oh, it's
Barrel.
Got it.
Bidoof.
Uh,
Or Barrel EX.
Someone said Bidoof.
I said
Okay,
Barrel.
Jimbo. This is a Jimbo.
Set got it.
Oh,
Set got it.
Set got it. Okay, it's 2-2.
What
Yeah.
even is that? Just stars on him?
Yeah,
let
what do
me
you
let me show you the
Oh,
full
wait.
picture. I gotcha.
Did you guys also think that that was the background on
I
the
thought that was
zoom
the
in
back.
photo?
I thought the wait. I thought that was the. I thought the bottom right was the Pokemon.
Bro,
I
that
did
was-
too.
Oh no, I knew the top left was the Pokemon. I just had no fucking idea.
I always forget he's a water type for no reason. I mean, I guess he. I mean, it makes sense. He's
Well,
a
he's
bee, but,
normal
like,
in this.
I don't think it would have helped me, bro.
Yeah.
I was locked in on that yellow part in between the water. I'm
what
like,
I
it's
was
a
gonna think of
shell.
too.
Like, I'm like, that's it. Had like the only Pokemon I can think of is Dreadnought, and we do not have that in this game yet.
Yeah, nah.
as an EX.
Dude, I
That makes
thought
a
was
lot
like,
more sense.
I thought that was some like space in the background.
Me
or
too,
something.
dude.
That is insane, but yes, Bibarel does exist. All right, we're gonna go for the finals. I mean, Jimbo, you
I'm
gotta
gonna get this
something.
one. I'm gonna get this one. Chris.
Bro, he has that
Alright.
student Wi-Fi, so that's why.
The next one is up. It's,
Pokemon?
it is here.
Porygon.
Nope.
I've never seen that in my life.
Oh, that's Squirt Bottle.
Yes,
That is
yes,
Squirtle.
yes, it is.
Oh my god.
Trainer? Nah.
I had to put the best one for
Yo.
last.
That's
Bottle.
wild.
The meme. Come
I'm
on,
gonna,
it had the little shell. I put the shell, the little squiggly tail.
I don't know why.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I
Ericko and
thought about
Sekiro are colluding. They're definitely DMing each other behind.
Yo,
our
how does he know? How does he know?
That's crazy talk. But yeah, the Geoguessr. Are you 2 for 2 now, or
I'm 2 for
yeah,
2,
No,
bro.
no, Set got it. Set got it.
2 times champion,
Yeah.
bro.
He beat Jimbo in the last one, and now he won this one.
I did throw on the Babarrel. Instead of saying Babarrel, I said, "Oh my god," because I realized what it was.
It's like one of those cards like you'll never touch, right? Because it's just like, okay, I want to maybe make a meme deck for a video, but like nobody's doing that. Let's just be real.
That's what I'm thinking with Squirt Bottle. Sec, you put that thing in a deck before? How do you remember that card exists?
Dude, it's like, bro, like I guessed like wrong, and then all of a sudden I blinked and it was just in my head. It's just like one of those random cards.
You know, in Brick City, they be memeing that card every single day. Somehow
true.
they'll find a way to put that in the conversation.
He's been spending too much time in Great Ball.
For real.
If only we could.
I've legitimately never seen the barrel played down in the game though. Like, not once.
A barrel memory
Alright.
light, Loki busted, but
Let's go into the first topic. I'm just gonna add this topic in. So basically, let's talk about what is the worst deck of Crimson Blaze and why is it Venusaur?
well, like, let's be real, bro. Blastoise right there, but Venusaur might be second worst.
Venusaur is more heartbreaking because you look at it and you think that there's something there, and as you build the deck, you realize there's just not enough room for Venusaur to do what it wants to do.
Yeah, it's like a
It's
25
exactly
card deck.
like it has like one of the best like on paper, deck lists and theories and all this, but once you're out there and play, it's just like it's not it, because Ivysaur just gets like destroyed by almost everything in this metagame right now.
Exactly. Like it loses to aggro. I don't know, like Jolteon seeing play now, which is like, I doubt you guys have played much Venusaur, but like if you have faced the Jolteon, and I faced at least like maybe 6 of them, bro, in these last 2 days, that gotta be literally like the worst matchup I've ever played in my life.
I've been trying the solo Venusaur with like the double Sabrina, and because dude, the deck either, to me, it either has to go Ivysaur as soon as possible. Well, no, I think it has to go Ivysaur as soon as possible, and that has the problem of, well, there are cards that can just knock out Ivysaur early, and then you can play cards to mitigate that, but then when you play cards that mitigate that, you're so much less likely to use Ivysaur on your second turn, and then you just, like, if you let the game go on longer than that, then an Ivysaur is never going to be able to use its attack in the active spot, because by turn 3, your opponent can definitely do 100 damage to it, or however much to knock it out. So it has to be really fast and aggressive, but there are other decks that are even more aggressive than Venusaur is, and can just wipe you out before you get a Venusaur setup. It's like, it's just missing something. I think that it having the synthesis as an attack is probably just what held it back, or maybe it having 100 HP. If it had 110 HP, I think the deck would be very good, because then you could put a Leaf Cape on it and it lives everything.
140. Exactly. Like it would live a Hydro on attack. It's like, I mean, as someone who's been playing Venusaur the last 2 days, like almost exclusively, like, yeah, it has potential, and I think it needs that, like, it needs such a specific deck list, and like, I do think it exists, and I do think like Venusaur can make a large top cut run, but you have to get like a very lucky bracket. You just have to, like, there's just so much luck involved, because like some matchups, like, you win or lose depending on the sleep with the attack, and if one person has a PCL, bro, then you just like almost GG. So like there's just so many things going. It might just be the new potential mon, like Gengar EX. Like on paper and in theory, the card is actually really good if you can get it set up with full HP, but like sometimes it's just not enough, bro. And it's just like, so like Lilligant sucks. I've been experimenting with Pichu Ori, bro, and it's actually had success, but sometimes I just end up bricking, which is like the main problem, even with like copycat to the new grass card, whatever it's called. So it's like, it's just, I don't know. I feel like it has potential though, bro. It's not bad. It can't be bad on paper, but then it is when you like play it. So I don't know. I think I'm just garbage.
Yeah, I was just rage baiting you, honestly, about, talking about Venusaur being the worst deck, but like,
no, it might be though. It actually might. Like it besides Blastoise, obviously
like,
Blastoise is the actual worst.
Yeah, that's
but
what we're gonna.
Everything besides Venusaur has better results. So you legit. You can say Venusaur is the second worst, because it has no results.
Right.
It has one good top cut from the bricks, and then he lost round 1 in top cut. So,
and I do agree with Tilly. I feel like the best version to run this is the solo Venusaur, because I've been playing that version last night, and that's the only one that has been giving me success, because everything else just feels a little too bricky. Yeah, the Oricorio, it sucks that you have to draw out your one of Venusaur in order to deal with an Ori, but you do have answers, I guess, with like Poison and Sabrina's and Cyrus if you do play the one of Cyrus. I know Tilly said he's on double Sabrina, which could be good, unless you see double Ori on the field. That's the only downside.
I'm playing double Rocky Helmet.
Oh,
so
then you're chilling.
They don't bother me.
like, dude, we just need a good grass ram Pokemon. That's like, I don't know, bro. Like, there's just some. I swear to God, bro, I'm gonna figure this out, because there has to be something. There has to be something to make this card work, bro. And I'm gonna be the one to find out.
Just my closing thoughts on it. I think there may potentially be like one weekend where a Venusaur deck can do well, and that's it. I think if the meta lines up just right and someone makes the call, Venusaur can go far, but then it won't ever again. I don't think it's well suited. Kind of like Decidueye was last format, where Decidueye had like 1 week where it was a very good play, and then after that it so mid.
Yeah, I can agree with that. unfortunately.
Actually, this is actually gonna segue into the next segment, which is basically the meta reviews and the trends, right? So like the main question here is what is the meta like really shifting towards? Is it more like aggro, control, stall, or combo? What are your takes on that?
Mine, I think it's aggro, because one, I mean, Hydreigon. Even like the low punny stuff is like kind of aggro for the most part. Like they usually have like the Hitmontop, but then after that, Feints. It's kind of a mix of both, low key, because like there's like it's like I guess the only control deck I would say is like Zone, from my memory, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like everything else is pretty aggro though. Like even like Entei Zard is like going fast because you have like the Charmeleon, like the turn 2 Entei if you go first to attack, and then yeah, it feels like every deck is trying to win by like turn 2 or 3.
Pretty much with the advance, like we're getting mega Pokemon, we're getting cards to finally speed up the game. We are approaching, faster gameplay and more draw power. So yeah, it only seems natural in the progressions of, once you make a broken card, you kind of have to follow suit and make another broken card in order to beat whatever the last format, to cycle out, for example, Suicune Greninja, something like that,
What do we consider the Steelix or Choreo deck to be?
Stall.
Yeah,
Stall?
I'd say stall.
I think so. You
Defensive.
wall with Oricorio till you get the big guy up.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's
Which
not,
is not to
it's
shit
not
on
like
Venusaur.
control,
That's
but-
what Venusaur wanted.
Yeah, it is.
I tried that deck,
It's
by
exactly
the way.
what
I don't.
I was gonna say. Yeah, it's exactly what Venusaur wanted, but it is unfortunately just better at it, I think.
Did you guys have any success with that version? The Steelix
Yes.
Oricorio?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
tried
played
it out.
a little.
And
I played it a little. I thought it was pretty alright, but I thought it was so fucking boring, so I just did not keep playing it. But also, I was playing it in casual queue as well, so it's like, what the fuck does that even mean? So,
I'm just a stall player, bro, so it looks fun, but I haven't played it yet.
I'm gonna keep it
I'm
100.
the
I haven't
same
played
sec.
it, but it looks like solitaire, bro.
It looks like it's just a mid-tier deck at the end of the day. Like I had that one good run in your tournament, Erico, like the Meta getting top 8, and I think it probably hit like a top 16 some other tournament. But I think it's like a mid-tier deck at the end of the day. I don't think it's like anything meta defining. I think it's just like a deck that is going to be here every once in a while.
I did also have him. I streamed one of his matches for our feature match, right? And he ended up saying that one of the Whimsicots in the top cut, he said we got lucky that like the Whimsicott player didn't know what the like Steelix did, because that could be another factor on why it was kind of successful. And it was day one when I hosted that tournament, right? A lot of the players probably didn't know like what these cards do, or how much bulk it really had. So that was another thing where like players probably don't know how to play around it, and they were adapting on the go. So
it to me, it honestly felt like Oricorio was the primary win condition and Steelix was the backup. And if you had to rely on Steelix, the games didn't go so well. I also played it pretty early, so there was still Charizard everywhere, and he kind of can't deal with Charizard as Steelix. But the Oricorio can, so it's like Oricorio was winning every game, and Steelix was just kind of there along for the ride.
Yeah.
all I gotta say is like once you get that Onyx lead, bro, you just gotta pray for your life. You just have to pray for your life.
I actually won a game with the deck versus Charizard with the Onyx lead.
You seen your Brox?
Yeah, I saw both
sounds like.
Brox, and I just never evolved the front Onyx, and I was just hitting them
Yeah.
for 50s, and evolved the Steelix in the back. Yeah.
One way to turn the deck a little bit more aggro, Well, like we're still like in this meta, right? And one of the trends that we're currently seeing right now, it's pretty much live because it's happening today. We're seeing Mega Lopunny pop off, and the thing about that too, I kind of want to say about this is like about that aggro control stall combo. The one thing I didn't factor or know how to factor is like, could we say like luck or something? Because like coin flips is like a real thing. I hate coin flips. Like if my strategy depends on me flipping heads, like literally I'm just like, nah, I don't want to play this, bro. You know, it's that, but that's just me, right? But it's seeing a lot of success. Sure, you see more Lopunnies playing, so a majority or a good amount of them are probably gonna get lucky and move on to the next couple of rounds. But you know, it's just whoever's having the better day, you know. But what's your guys' take on Mega Lopunny?
Dina hates skill expression.
Does that exist?
Dude, the card
used
would have
to.
been fine if it said do 90 damage, your opponent's Pokemon is confused. Honestly, because I don't think we needed like at least then when you're playing against Mega Lopunny or you're playing it, you know exactly what's going to happen every turn. And you can plan around that. But if you're playing it and then you do 0 damage, it feels horrible. If you're playing against it and it does 180 damage, then you're like, dude, this is so dumb. This isn't fun for anyone, man.
It's pretty much YOLO.
Yeah, that the fact that it confuses if you land double tells is just like the reason it's just like actually single play. If it didn't have that, I don't think it would be single play.
It wouldn't be
But like that
playable at
additional
all.
gimmick is just like they just love not having people be able to attack this meta, bro. Like I don't know what it is.
See,
Like-
and that's the simple fact where I'm saying like luck and coin flips because I want to talk about Magnezone, the brand new one. I feel like Tilly has a few wise words out here.
This word is just gonna be me pouting, dude. The card, of all the things you could print and make that Magnezone say, like we already have a good Magnezone, which is fine. I don't have a problem with Magnezone or Oricorio. If someone's playing Oricorio, I don't care. I will never play a deck that just outright loses to Oricorio if it's a big thing in the meta. So to me, Oricorio, I don't care about it. The Magnezone already existed that did 110 damage, discard an energy. Great. Honestly, I think a great card as far as like how strong it is. It having the Magnezone to power it up makes it like feel like a stage 2 line that was well designed. I have no issue with the card. Then they print a new Magnezone and for no reason give it this 1/1 condition that can't be, you can't remove it besides with retreating or putting a will in your deck. And it can just like lock you out of the game. I've lost games to flipping tails twice in a row to a Magnezone. It's like, dude, that is not what the deck needed at all. We didn't need this. You already printed the Clement, which made the deck very consistent, cool, but then you have to add RNG into it? Like, why, man? It was fine the way it is, I promise you. We did not need to add in this 1/1 condition. If it was confusion, cool. We can play Pokemon Center Lady and get rid of it. But the fact that you got to retreat your Pokemon out or just take the 50-50, what? I don't know what they were thinking.
150 HP is pretty nice.
Yeah, the bonus 10 HP I was gonna say is also kind of crazy.
That's the most
Yeah.
broken part.
But no, you
Just
know what
breaks
else?
damage,
What else is
breakdowns.
fucking insane, in my opinion, is the fact that it doesn't discard an energy with its attack. Because now, you know, for example, like obviously Zonori, the deck that was already very good, that is obviously going to see more play. You know, they're if they want to go fast and if they want to turbo into their zone and start hitting with it, they are like. Then when that zone goes down, they have to wait a turn before they can attack again, right? Because they're constantly putting the energy up front and discarding it. That just doesn't exist anymore. They just get to go as fast as they want with no drawback. Also, I think the Magnemite was a huge fucking buff. It does 30 damage. You're killing Chinglings.
That was insane.
You
That was
can
insane.
search it with Licia because it's at 50 HP. Like actually,
50 damage with
crazy.
weakness is insane.
yeah.
I was gonna say about the deck, right? You could kind of splash this little engine like back in the day into almost like any deck. One of the tournament that I threw in the first day of someone was playing Darkrai, Tyrogue with the Magnezone engine, right? And he had Dark Energy. All you need is one Electric Energy in order to attack with the Magnezone. And what this player was just doing, he was just chipping away with Tyrogue, Rocky Helmet, and Darkrai pings, and then just charging up with Magneton to get that Magnezone ready to attack. So basically, he had a whole gameplay before, tossing out the Darkrai to be his last Pokemon to, contend whatever he's facing. So, like, Mega Pokemon got punished. I believe this player made top 16 or top 8. And the fact that we're heading towards that you could, like, kind of splash this anywhere, I'm pretty sure some toolbox deck might, pop up here and there in future tournaments. But, like, I feel like we're heading towards something similar like that.
Yeah, it's the new Silvally. They even gave us shiny Silvally in the pack to remind us that this is the new Silvally.
It's actually the new Greninja, bro. I've seen
Yeah,
Ontario Magnezone already being posted by Japanese players.
No way, man.
And dude,
That is insane.
the also crazy thing about the Magnezone making you do the coin flip. So we just talked about Mega Lopunny, which has to land 2 heads to do 180. If the Magnezone attacks you and you land the tails, it does 180 for free because you only have to land like 1 tails, or your opponent does, and then you do 180 damage for free because it does 90 back to back, which is just insane. And it's a basic Pokemon. Like, why? Like, who is making these cards? Because how do you print some mid and then, like, you look at, all right, dude, what is one of the best decks from last format? Oh, Oricorio Magnezone. All right, dude, let's give them 3 buffs. Let's make this card crack. Let's just make this the best deck in the game, if not a top 3 for like the next 2 sets. I don't know what they're thinking, bro. Like, someone needs some help, bro.
They
That
just
is working
really
idea.
regretted Suicune. They regretted printing that.
Didn't Suicune lose to Magnezone Oricorio like overwhelmingly though last format?
It was slightly a Magnezone favorite, but at the end of the day, it's Suicune. Magnezone really beat the Double Gren one, but like the Double Gren EX, but like the Indeedee regular Double Gren, it was like slightly Magnezone favorite, but at the end of the day, getting Suicune draws just wins.
Yeah, I feel like if you set up Greninja as fast as... If you get the Greninja set up fast, I feel like that deck is, like, beating everything.
But I heard this version is like way worse. Like the 150 matters, obviously, like the coin flips, like this version like beats definitely beats Suicune like way more consistently, because the decks just, dude, like every goddamn Magnezone always has 2 Magnezones now. Like, yeah, and you have to go with them. They just never brick.
Which I kind of want to segue what I think so it's still in the same topic about the meta, right? One of the best decks I feel like that's been performing is Whimsicott Ariados. Like, it feels like that deck is like putting out heavy damage just out of nowhere. As soon as you drop Ariados, and it just pops off with Quick Grow Extract, because that card is just insane, that you could just evolve from the bench or you're active. So it speeds up the deck as well, so you could see your supporter cards quicker, draw into them next turn, your healing or whatever you need. The fact that Licia is searching your Cottonies and Spinnerax, you're pretty much just chilling. What do you guys think about that deck?
Jimbo, have you played it at all?
I'll go first because I haven't played it, but I've played against it a lot. And I'd probably have a different opinion than you guys, but yeah, I have not dropped a single game against it. I don't think it's real. I think it's fake.
You're playing the wrong
Let me
list.
go next.
But yeah, I obviously I'm still playing the same deck because why not, right? Zera, Granori, and they just can't really get through Ori. And that's it. That's the whole game.
Yeah, so I'll go next. I haven't played the deck either, but I've played against it so many times in tournaments playing Venusaur. That deck exists solely to spite Venusaur, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, they always have the Sabrina. Like, there's just like there would be game. Like, I was able to win a game against it, bro. But it's just like, I feel like they like made Mega Venusaur and they said, you know what, dude? Let's just buff Whimsicott the same set because we don't want Venusaur to be playable. I hate this game. You can go.
Ericko, that list from your tournament last whenever it was with the 1/1 Whimsicott line, that's the one I've been on. So you play double Kartana, double Ariados, 1/1 Whimsicott, and you just go early Kartana with double Sabrina in the deck. So now you are hitting for 40. You're using Sabrina to force your opponent into something that they probably don't want to send up, which then they get trapped because of the Ariados. They can't retreat. So the Kartana can pretty easily take an early point on something, and then you finally go into the Whimsicott. And the Whimsicott, if you save, you usually play one Leaf Cape. Even if you don't save it for the Whimsicott, it's got 140 HP. It's not like the easiest thing in the world to deal with. But you can then use your second Sabrina on something on the bench and just hit it twice, and they can't retreat because now they have 3 or 4 retreat costs because of the Ariados. You might just knock out whatever's in the active spot with it. It's felt pretty good. I won't say like, oh, this is new tier 1 S tier deck, but I think it's definitely real. I just think people are playing it the wrong way. I don't see how that deck works if you play a 2/2 Whimsicott line with no other supplementary Pokemon, because the Ariados can't get through Oricorio. It's not going to happen. And if you go first, you probably don't have the energy to set up 2 Whimsicott. And if you go first starting Spinnerack, you definitely don't have the energy to set up Whimsicott, double Whimsicott. And then your Spinnerack is probably getting knocked out, and now you only have 1 Ariados for the game, and it just doesn't function as well. So the list I've been playing, I think the way that people are playing it now is just wrong. I think the 1/1 line is actually the optimal way to go for it.
I think that actually sounds really good. I've been thinking ever since the butt plug. What's it called? We can cut that part out, right?
Quick Grow Extract.
What's it called? Quick Grow Extract. Yeah, ever since Quick Grow Extract, I've been thinking like, man, there's probably a lot of really good grass decks where you're just supposed to run one of lines of things now. So yeah, I mean, I think that does sound better. I'd have to see that in action. I'm gonna have to watch a Tilly video now.
The deck is great once you start incorporating the Kartana. Kartana is good. I've been seeing other people play Formosa as well to attack the bench, but I feel Kartana, the extra 40, is pretty good because, worst case scenario, if you do end up hitting the Ori and Kartana gets knocked out, worst case scenario, you could bring out the Ariados and then just revenge kill the thing, And overall, like, I feel like that deck has a lot of potential, and yeah, I agree. The 1/1 for Whimsicott is definitely the way to go. It's just too much Whimsicott to clog up the deck, and you have Quick Grow Extract that could just really get you your missing pieces, so you're pretty much chilling. And Alicia being another factor, getting you Cottony quickly. But I want to talk about my favorite deck, bro. You guys know what I'm gonna say. Mega Charizard Y.
Oh no! Oh God, no!
I'm a Charizard fan to the end. That fire breathing dragon, the mascot. Fuck Pikachu, right? But anyways, Mega Charizard Y has had a bunch of different variants here and there, right? The most successful one I have been seeing is Entei, because the way Charmeleon ramps this card up so consistently, and Flame Patches, like if you have 1 energy on Mega Charizard Y, and then you have the ability to either to retreat the Entei or they knock out the Entei, like your hand is always kind of stacked, so you're like kind of guaranteed to have your double Flame Patch and then attach your energy for turn and then just start swinging for 250 out of nowhere. So like it's one of those decks that you kind of have to respect. But I'm just gonna say this because I know the Charizard hate is gonna come out a sec. Or Jimbo,
all 3 of us.
Because
Man.
I know
what do you mean just
even Tilly, even Tilly. But what I was gonna say is I feel like the Charizard plays like every other Charizard, right? It still has that Stoke. He has the rare candy, boom, Stokezard, whatever. Or like that GA, like Moltres just lands, heads consistently and, fuels up the Charizard. I still feel like this deck, needs that kind of luck factor. I feel like it just plays the same as Charizard has been Charizard. It's either you see the cards or you don't, or you just lose the game. So, what's your take on that, guys?
I think that you can see the cards and still lose the game pretty easily with that deck.
I think Blaziken is better.
Yep, I agree.
But less representation.
For now.
Deck's always
I'm
been
just
mid.
Zard is just a fan favorite. Dude, everybody just I said this last podcast. You know, everyone just loves stage 2 fire Pokemon and think they're the most broken thing. And it's just not the case.
I think Blaziken is good in this format. Though. I think Blaziken's actually got a buff. I think all the new decks that came out, I think Blaziken does pretty good into all of them.
But I haven't seen any successful ones.
Although
That's my only
Blaziken's
I
zone
have.
matchup
They
just
just-
got flipped.
Okay, well, not necessarily, bro, because it really like a Hemor kind of still messes up zones.
Mhm.
It's still pretty annoying. Like they have to 2-tap it, and then like I mean they could just if they have a Rocky Helmet, they still one-shot the Magneton. I mean, yeah, you take the 50-50, but like I don't know, man. It's just you just lily up or something and pray. I don't really have much to say, man. Mega Venusaur is kind of worse than Charizard. I can't talk shit. I can't.
I think the Charizard's fine. It's just like it's obviously it's a pretty linear deck. Like your win con is big EX blows up whatever's in front of it, and it has a hard time adapting to other things that are like Oricorio. Man, I mean, I see people running the basic one, the basic Charizard, and I haven't played much Charizard, so I don't know if that's enough to get through all of the Magnezone deck, but I can't imagine it is. Because you're probably only setting up one Charizard, right? Like, you're not... I can't see a world where you get a baby Charizard and a Charizard Y with 4 energy on them at any point in the game. So, if the baby Charizard doesn't chew through the opponent's deck, then, like, what's your backup? How do you go from there? How does that card even help you beat Oricorio Magnezone? I don't know if it does. I mean, you've played it more, I assume. Do you think it can deal with Magnezone Oricorio?
No.
Yeah,
Like, simply, it is one of those decks where it still struggles with Ori. It's either you find the basic, and you're still gonna have to invest like 4 energy into that, which I don't like. I do like the Torkoal, but at the same time, Torkoal's still kind of like ass. Let's just be real.
That guy's 2 retreat,
So-
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has 2 retreat. It's
So
If you're
And
playing
he
that in the
loses
deck,
an
just back
energy.
it up, bro.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. So, yeah. But I think we covered a majority of the decks that have been performing in tournaments right now, and there is no ladder. So we could hold our rank discussion in the next segment, but just since we're still on cards, right? The next segment I want to move into what's your card spotlight, like the MVP? What do you think one card that's shaping up, to be that staple that's shaping up the meta? It could be any card, right? Like even older cards that probably got buff or whatever, but I feel like the whole copycat, I would argue kind of like Chingling was like the last format, because we had more rare candy variant decks running around, but more copycat has been really seeing like 2-ofs in most successful decks as of now, and most people are finding ways to play around copycat and playing with 2 cards or 0 cards. So I do see a lot of people opting in to play red card more, to red card your opponent to draw 3 cards if you're in a crazy position, or if you have like 2 or 1 cards. I just feel like it's just seeing more play than last format.
I'm confused. So are you saying that red card is your spotlight card?
Copycat.
Oh, okay, copycat.
I'm just saying like how well it plays with other cards.
It's almost cop out, but I feel like the thing I've been seeing most is just the Magnezone line now that all the cards are there, because I mean, dude, I'm seeing Lopunny Magnezone, like you said, Altaria Magnezone, Absol Magnezone, Darkrai Magnezone, Magnezone. Like, everyone is putting Magnezone into every single deck now that the engine is so consistent. And that feels,
So
at
would
least
I-
in the beginning, is like the big card.
Would I argue Clement? Because I'm pretty sure those variants are throwing in
Yes.
a Clement to search, right? So
Yep. The Clement is what really unlocked it and is now making it go into every single deck.
So instead of the rare candy, like for the Greninja engine, for the Mag engine, you're gonna just play, the Clement. So
Yeah,
It
it's
seems
Clement,
that way.
but it's Clement. It's also the 50 HP Magnemite though, because they're playing like the Darkrai version's running like double Licia.
yep,
So
yep.
it's yeah, you're not bricking on your Magnemites and you're not bricking on your Magnetons, right? Like you're just gonna find the whole line.
Yeah, I mean, the synergy is ridiculous. You can play the 50 HP Baneri, you can play the 50 HP Swablu. So, like, it makes sense. I get why we're cramming it into every deck possible.
Yeah, is insane. Like, just throwing. I just find it funny that you could just like 20 card decks. You could just like splash so many different engines. I mean, into like a 20 card deck, and it just still works. Like, that's just crazy for me, from coming from a game that allows 40 to 50 cards. You know.
Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh player.
Yes.
Hey, man,
I said I said 50 because I'm like he's gonna call me out for Yu-Gi-Oh, so I said 50 because Pokemon, right? No, Pokemon.
No,
60,
Pokemon
right?
60.
Yeah. Oh fuck, I messed
Yeah,
up.
you fumbled.
I got caught. I got found out as the imposter.
But yeah, he said Clement, bro, which was gonna be my first pick, but then I changed it, so thank God he already took it. Sabrina made a comeback.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's playing
He
Sabrina,
did.
so that's my answer. Not really much to talk about. It's
Yeah.
just broken.
It's
It's
just
been broken.
Been broken.
Yep. It's just Sabrina.
How about you, Jimbo Slice?
Ooh,
Or he doesn't play the game.
wait.
He
what
plays
do I mean?
Greninja
Alright,
Oreo, that's
listen.
it.
I took a week
Zeraora.
off. I had my finals. Those are over now. Jimbo's coming back, and yep, I'm gonna play Zeraora Ori again this weekend in a tournament. Yep.
His answer is
Um,
Cyrus.
Alright, just
Alright,
say
let's go next.
just say Cyrus. Yeah, let's go. Now,
No.
I want to move into the topic that everybody has been dying for, everybody in this chat, and I don't want to start this off because I know you guys are so passionate about this, but let's talk about the rank delays.
Give me any argument for delaying ranked, and I can counter it right now. Give me any of them. Someone, please.
They
Okay,
don't
okay,
want the
I'll bite.
game to succeed.
Bringing casuals into the game so they don't feel pushed out.
Next.
I don't.
All right. Yeah,
So, well, dude, like, I've been seeing. I mean, like, the most common argument is probably, well, they want players to be able to get all the new cards so then they can play ranked. And Erica, what deck won your tournament?
Jolteon.
How many new cards did it play?
That was the most bare bone deck that is nothing.
It played 0 new cards. The other 200-person tournament, you know what deck won that? It was Hydreigon.
You know. Yep.
Dude, wait, you don't need the new cards to play ranked. And then there's the other argument where, oh, I get a break from ranked. Brother, this isn't about you. This is about the people that want to grind. If you need a break from ranked, take a break from ranked. It doesn't mean that
Exactly.
us people who want to grind it can't play the game mode. If they at least replaced rank with something worthwhile during that time, like an event every single week that would occupy a normal human who isn't addicted like me for that week, cool, I'm fine with it. But when you go 3 weeks no ranked, your only thing that you get to play is one win event that you have to win 9 games. You only have to win 9 games, dude. I could give my phone to a baby and it'd be done in 10 minutes. Like, there's no argument here that makes sense to me why ranked is delayed. It just seems like their goal is to lower user retention on their app. They want people to log on to Pokemon Pocket for 5 minutes a day and they're happy. Like, I don't understand. No one has been able to give me an argument that convinces me that Dina is making any sort of intelligent decision with this 3-week rank delay every format.
Well,
You know
to
what's
me-
ironic about that whole retention thing? They think, all right, let's remove a game mode for a couple of weeks, while we could add some ribbons. And oh wait, you know what else is gonna bring players in here? Daily login quests, so you could get a pack. It's like that's not enough to like keep the average player. Just a quick side note, we're all crazy, right? We make content on this game, so we fall in that crazy category. But still, we still exist and play the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not only about one person; it's about like the whole community.
Yeah, I actually have some evidence of why like even the casual players think the whole rank thing is really stupid. So if you guys are like in the Brick City Discord, because like I feel like a lot of people who are in that server do watch the podcast. Everybody knows Salar, bro. He told me he has 2 homies that are like in Great Ball, dude, that just play the game for fun. Like they're in Great Ball, so they're not the best players. They just like playing the game for fun. And because no ranked, they don't even want to play casual, bruh. So they just ended up quitting the game last month. And then because they quit the game for a whole month, they never ended up coming back. So even casual players who aren't in the like Ultra Ball and like Master Ball, like top 1000 like us, they want to play rank too. There's no reason. Like, dude, we asked for more game modes going into year 2 of a game. Year 2, we almost didn't get shit for year 1. They remove stuff halfway through year 1. And then we go into year 2, and they remove shit that we had in year 1. It makes no fucking sense, dude. This company is so bad. Like, I don't care if
you know what else is ridiculous? What else is ridiculous about it is like, some casuals, sure, they're saying, they want the emblem events or whatever because it's easier to grind than ranked and whatever. But, like, there is literally zero reason they can't have the 2 things running side by side. Like, there's zero reason you can't just have both an emblem queue and a ranked queue at the same time.
Why can't you just do them in both? Well, if there's a 45 win thing, if you win 45
allow
at
it for ranked,
you get that at ranked. If they don't want to play ranked, they don't want to play 20 players, play the casual version. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. They're lazy.
That's what I'm saying. They can just put another button next to the ranked button. Like, that's it.
Whoa.
Why can't you just do them in both? Well, if there's a 45 win thing, if you win 45
allow
at
it for ranked,
you get that at ranked. If they don't want to play ranked, they don't want to play 20 players, play the casual version. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. They're lazy.
That's what I'm saying. They can just put another button next to the ranked button. Like, that's it.
Whoa,
dude, you know how much programming hold up, bro. They have to copy and paste that and like another square in that spot, bro. In the code.
That might cost them $10 to do, dude. You're talking crazy now.
As a CS major, I can confirm that is about a year's worth of work for them.
We only gave them 10 billion bucks, bro. Maybe if we make them 20 bill, like maybe we get another square.
Maybe. It only outperformed every existing mobile game, and Unite that's on consoles now. So I'm just saying
that doesn't even work.
Man, at the end of the day, we all got stupid animal brains, and seeing plus 10 points because we won feels so much better than not seeing anything. And seeing minus 10 points, it feels like you're playing for something, even though it's all fake. It doesn't mean anything. Exactly. But with casual, there's nothing there, man. You don't
there's
get
the
rewards.
Plus 15 XP that you get while you're at level cap, and then it doesn't roll over when they increase the level cap. Cool. So that's cool.
Yeah, there's that too, bro. But like the main reason we play ranked is because we're good players. We want to play against people who are actually, and no offense to people who play casual, bro, because if you're any skill level, bro, and you're playing the game and you love playing the game, that's good for you. We're top players.
Don't offend the Go players.
Hold on. I'm sorry, Go players, bro. I love you, bro. My bad, bro. Won't ever talk shit about the game again if you come after me. But no, yeah, we like, for example, bro, I load up the game. I'm trying, let's say, Dark Zone. I face against 6 people who are playing Blastoise that open Squirtle and don't draw. Like, I'm playing against casual and I'm beating people who aren't even playing real decks. Like, they're just literally throwing in like 10 of their favorite Pokemon, which is good for them. We shouldn't have to play against them, and they shouldn't have to play against us.
I don't feel good doing it.
Yeah, we don't feel good.
Awful.
It's not fun for either side. I can't even test the deck if I want to.
That's what I'm gonna say. Like,
because they're just gonna get mad. Like, I'm playing against freaking Charizard, this stupid meta user, And I'm like, I'm playing against this dude playing Mill Tank, bro. I don't want to do this. This is a waste of my time.
Exactly. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just over. One thing I wanted to bring up about this topic too is just like I've been talking to multiple people about this too, and I was talking to a few whales that invested like anywhere from like 2,000 to like 8K into the game, and they're actually willing to just drop this like drop the game for the simple fact that let's just say rank happen this happens again for the next pack where rank is delayed or we don't get any more gameplay or features or new modes. They're just gonna straight up leave the game because like it's insane. And one thing too, for old whales, right now that I know this is gonna sound a little crazy, but overall it's a good thing. The trade mechanic was pretty good, right? The whales kind of lost out in their investment when it kind of came into the whole like trading, right? Trading, now everybody has access to a bunch of full arts and stuff like that easily, whereas people that invested a lot of money into this game, they're sitting at a loss. The only thing that of value in their pocket, accounts is the crown rares, and if they were lucky enough to even pull them, craft them, yeah, but like but I'm just saying that's just another like hot take I would say, but that's a different topic versus rank. But yeah, it's just like the point was where I was trying to say a lot of people that invested a lot of money to the game are willing to step out if Pocket continues this line of thinking.
Yeah, real quick, I just wanted, this is going to be like a real quick, like 1 minute thing. You mentioned the trading update, and Tilly was talking about the fact that you don't even need to do next to player rank because Jolteon just won, Hydreigon just won. They literally added trading. They made it so they made trading 20 million times easier so you can get the cards, and then they delayed ranked. So we had ranked a day before when you couldn't trade, but now that we can trade and get the decks easier, we can't play rank the day. It just, I'm about to blow up, bro.
It's actually so real.
It makes
I feel
no
like
sense.
Easier than ever to get the new stuff.
I feel like their strategy is like, oh, let's not pull
reverse.
rank because nobody has all the cards. We need them to buy packs so they have enough time to compete in rank. Something like that. If that's just my thoughts on how they think, because God forbid, they think logically.
Who knows how they think? Like, what are they thinking? There's no, I can't even like rationale in any way what they could possibly be thinking.
I think this game was bigger than what they expected it to be. This game has like a way bigger player base and it's making way more money, so they had to add rank because I don't think they ever wanted to, and now they're trying to kill the game because they don't want the game to be played. That's my tinfoil hat.
They don't want it to take over TCG, but like I feel like TCG would always be bigger.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, because there's real money in it.
Exactly.
When you open a pack of cards, like the value doesn't immediately plummet to 0. Well, it like kind of does, but it doesn't. I just opened
like
up
it's
5
like
booster
buying a
packs
new
today,
car.
so
Yep.
I did make $0 today on my real TCG investment, but never actually bigger. I mean, viewership wise on YouTube, yes, it's bigger, but I mean, it's like 2 separate companies. I don't even think they think like that.
All right, so I feel like we all aired out how we feel about rank. We just really need another game mode, like another game mode.
Well,
different.
we need
formats.
another game mode. Sure, we need plenty of different game modes, but like we need ranked to just be stable and just exist. Like, sure, you can have like the 3-day window where there's no ranked when a new pack comes out, sure, but like there's no reason that it shouldn't just be available right away for a
And
month.
even honestly, bro, even a week. If there was a week after a new set, no ranked, I would be fine with a week, bro. Honestly, like I would still prefer back to the old system. A week is fine. 3 weeks to a month. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what because I would say maybe because it's Christmas, but like they did Mega Rising too, so like I just don't know anymore. We just have to wait till the next set of it. If it happens the next set, then it's gonna be a permanent thing, I guess.
All right, so let's go into the next couple of segment, which is gonna be like more of a rapid fire type of way of answering questions. So let's just get to it. What's the most annoying deck to face right now that you guys have experienced? Like you queue into it and you're like, damn, you're like, fuck.
Whimsicott.
Whimsicott.
I'm also play Venusaur, so I'm biased.
It's not Charizard for you then?
No, because Charizard sucks. Half the time they can't set up. Half the time they don't set it up on the back.
Dude, the only thing I've been playing against is Magnezone and Charizard. So between the two, I guess Magnezone.
Jimbo, whatever little pocket you have played this format.
I've played a lot of Pocket, and it's none of it beats my deck, so I don't care.
Damn, this guy's like Yugi Moto.
Sigma mentality.
Yeah. Chad over here. The deck that I hate the most, it's not like the best or anything. I just really hate playing against it. Is the Riniculus, or I don't even know how to say his name. Like it gains like 30 HP for each energy. I just don't
wait,
like
I
seeing
take
that
it back.
thing
That's an
across.
annoying fucking deck. I'm gonna go with that one too.
Yeah.
I haven't faced this, so I can't say anything.
It's
Yo,
it's
bro,
like
I'm
it
just telling
either
you,
just
bro,
like
it's annoying.
flops and loses, or they for some reason get 4 stage 2s on the board and
Yo.
it gets to 900 HP and you just lose.
Exactly.
I hit a
it's-
Reuniclus Gardevoir Dusknoir deck, man. Like, these people are out of their
No,
mind.
that's actually that's a terrorist deck right
That
there.
is the worst. Yeah. Dusknoir is insane. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie. It just gave me another reason why I should hate that shit. Next question is cards you would nerf or buff, or both.
Make a Venusaur.
Nerf
The
or
cope
buff?
is so strong for you. Nerf. I'll
Give
nerf the
Ivysaur like
Venusaur.
120 HP, please.
All right, so we got yours.
Oh, but nerf. I would nerf Greninja.
Yeah.
And
I
Taunt.
feel like all of us will say that.
Give Taunt like 20 HP only.
Yeah, this is kind of tough. I can't really tell because I feel like the meta's not like settled at all. Nerf?
That's the
Yeah,
fun part.
it's
You
just
could
gotta-
revisit this.
It's gotta be
For the next
Magnezone.
episode.
It's gonna be Zone. I'm sorry, but like that's
Zone.
the only correct
Okay.
answer.
I think I'd agree to just take away the coin flip or make it confusion at least.
Mm-hmm.
But like
At least make it confusion.
buff, I'm trying to think of a card from the new set that is like almost good but just not quite.
Make a Venusaur.
Yeah.
Well, you got
That's
that.
legit. That's legit the only
Holy-
cards. That's
I guess
borderline,
Blastoise.
I feel.
But
But if you like buff it, like what are you gonna buff it? Like make it broken? Like,
just give
okay,
it
does
literally,
require-
if it had
6
10
energies?
extra damage, I swear to God, it would be so much better. Just that 10 extra damage, bro.
But to do 130, right?
Yeah, no, let it do 140, bro, because 130 plus the poison for 140, you'd be able to one-shot like
yeah,
140 each. Like, but no, they just
Sweeping
have
and all
to cap it at 130, bro. Like, I hate this game.
Double helmet.
I'm gonna go ahead and say actually.
Double
I
helmet,
think
one Bulbasaur.
Venusaur. I think Venusaur. Yeah. Is it even Venusaur? I think it's buff Ivysaur.
Yeah, Ivysaur needs the buff.
Oh, or well, I don't even think it fixed it. But that War Turtle ability is useless.
Yeah. That shit sucks.
That was the dumbest thing they could have put on there. That was just so it said more words. I don't even know.
Like, yo, it's got Jirachi protection.
Yeah.
At least it lives heat more.
I would have to agree with the Ivysaur buff and giving what do you call it? The Magnezone, like taking away the flip, because that flip is like, insane. RNG, you guys know how I feel about flips. So
We were doing good for a while. It had been a
Right.
very long time since there was an impactful coin flip.
Gyarados. Gyarados
Bro,
format.
we literally had Gus for like 4 seasons in a row.
I don't think Guz is real though.
Yeah, but I liked
Guz is
playing
alright.
Guz, so
Yeah, Guz was fun, man. It
No,
wasn't,
I mean, I
you're
was
only
Gus
doing
player, bro,
30.
but like, still, it was something at least.
What's
just-
your basically, one of the next question is, what's your biggest hot take for the game, just in general, like for like the meta or the game in general, like mechanic wise or anything? What's your hot take that
Game?
nobody would agree or whatever?
Well, I don't know about not agree, but game is still fun. I still love the game. Don't get me wrong, dude. I'm still addicted. When rank comes back, we're playing that 8 hours a day. Game takes absolutely no skill anymore. I swear, it's just solitaire simulator, bro. Like, I swear to God, it's just everything's too consistent.
But we are addicted, right? Nostalgia's a bitch like that.
Oh, 100%. I'm playing this game till it dies.
Hmm.
I actually almost think I'd agree with that, but I could expand on it. I think ranked is like there is skill involved. I wouldn't say it's no skill. There's definitely skill, but I would say like the only way to actually measure if a player is good or not is how well they can do an open deck list tournament.
So
Because
I'm
ranked
the-
you just
I'm the
have
best guy in
not
the room, right?
only what was that?
Oh, I'm just the best guy in the room then, right? Hey.
No, but like because in ranked you have the normal variants of the game, but then you also just don't. You have to play around literally everything. Is my opponent playing a Sabrina or are they playing a Cyrus? Is my opponent playing Pokemon Center Lady? Are they playing Guzma? Are they playing Red? And there's no way to know, and you have to try to play against 4 different things at once, and it's sort of impossible. But in an open deck list tournament where you can look at their list and formulate lines of play based on what they have in their deck, it feels much more. It feels much more skillful than just a random ranked game. Ranked is kind of like time in as like probably half of how you get to Master Ball.
Did you see that Seagoon clip, by the way? And this is no disrespect to him.
No, which one?
But if he has a bad start, he just insta concedes.
Dude, that is
That's
actual max efficiency. Oh,
Yeah.
I did. Yes, but it was from someone else's POV, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I did see it. Max efficiency, dude. Actual gamer.
That's what you need, right? If you want to be number one, you're gonna need the most games as possible.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's
For real.
How you,
That's how rank
you
works.
approach the ladder.
I'm gonna have the most controversial statement here, but I feel like we need another safeguard Pokemon, a different typing. That doesn't have a baby already associated like with that energy, such as fire and water.
Of course, you would
What
want
do you guys
fire.
think about that?
If you
Or-
could give it the grass,
Or
yeah,
fire,
I'm
fire.
down.
Of course,
If
not
it's grass,
fire.
I'm down for
Fire.
it. If it's fire, then no.
Ooh, what would you want? Would you want a basic, or would you want like maybe an EX that blocked other EXs from hurting it?
Oh, that actually would be kind of interesting and a nice little. Does that exist in the TCG for EX?
Yeah. There's I
Oh,
think it's
then,
a
yeah,
Rigoraph.
Yeah.
Or Rigoraph EX, I believe, cannot be damaged by EX Pokemon.
Actually, I'm kind of down for that because that would be something that could throw a wrench into deck building if it makes your opponent, think a little bit more strategical. Again, you can't just unga bunga like, EX Pokemon or whatever. You really have to sit there and deck build and see what works. Of course, net decking is a thing, but at the same time, it would be really interesting to see how tournaments would be, played.
I don't hate that idea, like a steel type one, because I think steel type is probably the biggest struggle right now, and all of those decks are like, hey, I need 4 turns before I'm doing anything.
Yo.
Right.
So if steel type just had a way to slow the game down without putting in Pichu or Oricorio, then there might be something there. I mean, when was the last steel deck we had that did anything? If anyone can
Steelix.
remind me. Don't say Steelix because that you had to use Oricorio. That's an Oricorio deck.
Solgaleo was the last good.
Mel
Oh,
Metal
yeah.
got like top 3 somehow in the tournament.
Wait, what?
Wait, what
the
did?
hell go?
Mel Metal. It was a
Bro,
tournament that
that's
Yeah,
not a
Zeros
fucking
won.
real deck, bro.
Yeah, no.
That's
Hey.
not, the one of is not. It's not gonna speak for the rest of the results. That shit was a shit show.
Hey, bro. It got top 3 of the same tournament Gyarados won. And
Make sure it wasn't a no EX tournament.
Nah, yeah.
You sound like you're toying
Maybe a
around with
metal
some
only
weird
format or something.
Hey man, dude, you know what, dude? There's the meta report on my channel. You could go look it up, bro.
formats.
I don't really have a hot take right now. My hot take is that all of the mechanics they've been adding are super fucking boring.
That's
It's
why
just
I
not-
wanted
not
to like
interesting.
throw something crazy.
Yeah, it's just not interesting. I don't think, like, you just added like 5 different cards to the game where your strategy is to put your big guy in the active and hit, and that's it.
Yo, chill on me.
Sorry.
You know, a fun fact, I kind of just refreshed my tournament that I'm throwing right now. There's a Mega Absol Magnezone 5-0.
Yep.
That is insane.
That's just Dark Zone with 1 Mega Absol. I'm pretty
Yeah, it's pretty much
Yeah.
it's this little splash engine.
sure. Yeah, but a video going up tomorrow on my channel about that deck. But
But yeah, I think now would be a good time to wrap it up. Thank you guys for coming through and watching the episode. Thank you, Jimbo, Sek, and Tilly coming on the channel. You guys know where to find them on the collaborate space or in the description below. And we will see you guys next time. Peace.